if you jerk off in your hand and then you eat it, vitamin C.
Vitamin cum.
Have you guys seen this?
What is that?
Eat real food.
Oh, that's RFK's new pyramid.
No, that's South Park.
Brand new food pyramid just dropped last night.
It's South Park?
No, he's talking about the cutting part.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
No,
So at the top is protein, healthy fats, vegetables, and fruits. That's awesome. What?
Bart's the only person who had this most enthusiasm about it.
Well, because this is finally something accurate.
Yeah, you know what's weird though is it's so politicized that. Yeah. I mean, 10 years ago, if like Obama rolled this out or whatever, it would have been like amazing, groundbreaking, great. But then like because people hate Trump and his administration so much, even though this is a win for everyone,
You're gonna eat the opposite of that.
it's only gonna be a few people that are like, cool.
I think there was like something about like Michelle Obama rolling something similar. Is it called My Place or something like that?
I think this should have been done decades ago, dude. They had the research. They fucked us so hard because the Big Milk came in and fucking they created their own pyramid and they fucked the shit out of all of them.
Elementary school, I remember like there was the other way around, and then the bottom was like eat as much fucking Fruit Loops as you can.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? That's supposed to be healthy, I guess.
Yeah, that's the best, dude.
My Plate, right?
Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah, this is like, as a fitness coach, this is generally like what your diet you recommend to clients.
Okay, as a fitness person though, that I know you completely agree with this, right?
If AOC told me to do this, I'd be like, good job, AOC. Like, I don't give a fuck what the political but is. That's
okay, then
correct.
for the sake of just interesting conversation, how could you see this as controversial? Like make for example a controversial point about this.
Like if I was a crazy bitch.
like, probably don't drink olive oil. You know?
If I was a crazy bitch and I'm like, why you want to fucking kill animals? Don't kill animals. I ain't sucking her dick anymore. Just eat vegetables. Some shit like that.
Where was the dick sucking?
Canned green beans. What, you want to hear on that?
Well, I think they're trying to show, hey, there's like, obviously you try to get fresh fruits and veggies, but sometimes that's expensive. So you can get some canned variations. It'll last longer. You can keep it in your cupboard. You know, it's like you try your best to get as much whole foods as possible, as much fresh food as possible. But then, you know, people that are on a budget or they live in a place that not everything's in season. So there's a variety of some other stuff you can get.
Yeah, but what I got a fucking peanut allergy. That shit you gonna tell me to kill myself with a peanut? I see a picture of a
You're
peanit
saying eat it anyway, bitch.
Where's the peanut?
in between the banana and the fucking oatmeal.
That one you could sub it out with the cashew or walnut on the side of
A
it.
little bit of that shit. Use some oatmeal. Use some oatmeal, brother. Use some oatmeal instead.
That's a sour. That's just, as it's sourdough. Sourdough is supposed to be like really fucking good for you and all that. Yeah. I don't know. Like that's one of the reasons why I was like Team Trump is because RFK. Yeah. Like it wasn't really Trump. It was because Tulsi RFK.
For me too.
The team.
It was the team that I felt like, okay, Trump, he's just a weird, like funny guy. But then like, I think this was one of the biggest reasons that got me on board is the health stuff that I started to understand, like a lot of my eczema, all that stuff. When I started studying that shit, I was like, fuck, dude, it's so linked to diet, the processed food we eat, a lot of the dairy and carbs that we were told is healthy and we should eat that. That's what was activating a lot of my skin issues and inflammation and all that. And once we learned it, I was like, dude, why didn't they teach us this shit?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? And when you dig deeper, you're like, oh, fuck, they profit off of us being sick. And then on top of that, it wasn't even a scientific thing. Like it was the milk industry infiltrating our public school system. And I'm like, fuck that government that allowed that shit to go down.
I thought it was less about them wanting to make people sick, but more about just this is the foods they produce the most of.
And so consume it as much as, all the corn products, consume as much as you can.
Canada has a shit ton of bacon, so everyone loves bacon.
So we need to sell it more.
Yeah. They just
that's
have
the initial.
That, and they're just like, oh, this is what you should be buying this much of this.
So now that everyone knows that the traditional food pyramid was basically bought by big dairy and
yeah,
right, we all know that. There is something funny about this new one, because as always in typical Trump tradition, it can't just be this RFK food pyramid. when during the rollout, Dr. Oz came on stage and he talked about how new federal guidelines recommending alcohol use in moderation, saying the takeaway should be don't have it for breakfast. He says that they're recommending it in moderation rather than abstinence because booze facilitates social relationships which can have beneficial health effects.
That's actually kind of nice advice.
It's nice, but in traditional Trump tradition, they did such a nice job with this, and then they have to the story is basically completely ignored for this.
Okay, two things I want to say about that though. Number one, you said boobs for a second.
I said booze. I thought about booze.
You said it for a second.
I thought about them.
Two,
You said AOC. You said AOC.
he said AOC. I agree. I think booze in moderation is great for social health.
Well, isn't it great for health in general? Because so many people that they'll have like a glass of wine in moderation have lived to be fucking 100 years old.
Those same people are smoking a pack of cigarettes a week too.
Yeah, you know what the common denominator is for a lot of men that are past 100 years old? They're all smokers. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Stress and health, like if you are stress free, that's what it really comes down to. The crazy thing is that two insane concepts happened this week, including the food pyramid and just like rectifying something in a mentality issue. You can even say the whole like my plate issue or something talked about this before, so it's not like a reinventing the wheel. Like there was something super impressive, but the truth is everybody needs different marketing angles to like accept new versions of the same thing over and over. You just need a different way. Maybe somebody else said that's like me telling Nina something and then she won't believe it, and then her friend saying the exact same thing. She's like, oh, that's just how life is. You can't complain about it, right?
It's my plate.
And then another thing that happened that's not as clear as the other pyramid, by the way.
No, it's not.
And then the other thing that happened
That's not bad, dude.
Right.
is that we went from like 72 injections for the baby vaccine thing down to like 11 injections on the
That's
schedule.
pretty cool. I like that.
Like that happened all in like the last like 10
Hepatitis
days.
B for babies is wild. But then, yeah, they're just exposing that in Europe. They don't have that vaccine schedule.
Well, like those things all happened in a short period of time. These are like, I think, huge wins for our country. And it's somehow still like controversial. Or
Which
it's
is
like
crazy, right?
It's controversial because people are just one-sided now. Because like if you're moderate like us, like you're in the middle, right? You could see a win for a win because we don't give a fuck if it was like Biden's camp that actually made this win for us.
I just want it to be accurate.
Exactly.
That's all I care about.
It's like, dude, if you care about the well-being of the human being, just don't tell them that eating fucking rice all day is gonna make them healthy. Because we all know it's a lie. It's like, dude, this has been proven. This is like, because right before this, remember when Joe Rogan came out with the new list of the food pyramid, and they put like Fruit Loops in there as healthier than an apple, and then they were doing, it's like you're lying to the public and misleading them.
I'll show you what you're talking about. Yeah.
But it was I think that was still under Trump camp, or maybe it was. Either way, it doesn't fucking matter. To me, it was like bullshit. So I'm like, at that point, I'm like, I don't give a fuck who the leader is at the time or whose camp it is. I'm more so like, hey, this really this is an issue that I feel like should be more like we should take away profit and like ulterior motives.
Yeah.
impossible.
If it's education, if it's health, those are the two things that I feel like you want a good society. Like, why would you taint that area? It's like short-term thinking.
This is still it still will line up with profit though.
Right. Always.
You can't think that it's gonna be purely health.
Yeah.
I think it's great if it coincidentally satisfies both.
Yeah.
Because obviously if America became the #1 producer of walnuts will be the fucking biggest thing on there.
Yeah.
Like it's stuff that they'd be able to sell you.
So yeah, in the previous Biden food pyramid, apparently they had the things that are in Fruit Loops, they counted as grains, and so they said it should be part of the food pyramid. So it's silly. It's like,
Yeah, that is silly. But yeah, I wonder if different countries, depending on their like most produced food, have their pyramid based around that thing.
Yeah.
Or I don't even mind if they made money. Just reverse engineer something that's like truthful. So create the actual food pyramid, and you're like, oh, you know what? Our country is actually really suited for having a lot of steak, and go crazy on cows, go sell all the beef you want, profit off of it. But at least both sides win. You guys make money, the citizens are happy. But at least we stick to the truth.
Yeah. I think that they might have found a way to at least be closer to both.
Yeah.
Because you know how they started loopholing shit for kids? This is the most shadiest part, is like for school lunches and stuff like that. They'll be like, oh, they need like a serving of vegetables. So then they just started to change what is considered a vegetable, just like Fruit Loops and being a grain. So like they'll be like, oh, well, there's some vegetable in this like fruit roll up or whatever. There's an apple and something else like a celery.
There's carrot extract for the color.
Yeah. And then so they would put that fucked up junk food and then be like, yeah, they're getting their servings.
Yeah. Brazen. But if you can get away with it, like that's what they do, right? So you don't have to worry about anything if that's how it was.
But I'm happy for this, and I'm happy for the vaccine schedule too.
Yeah.
I will say I do remember specifically the moment. I think I was in junior high school where they came in and they took away all the vending machines that had sodas and like chips. Do you guys remember that?
You can't do that. To teenagers?
Left like they left
remember
like
that.
water bottles and like Powerades and stuff like that. But there was just some sort of huge thing that was in our school district in Orange County where they like removed the vending machines that specifically had sodas. And I remember being like, no, where am I going to get my Surge?
Can't you just bring it from home?
Some of us aren't privileged, Bart.
I never drank soda. You know my upbringing.
I never had soda at home. We had to go to school for that.
Yeah, I didn't have soda at home either.
Then why do you even say
Because
that?
you live normal life.
No,
You didn't fucking grow up in a monastery.
No.
What the hell?
we had soda one time a year. It was on New Year's, and that's why I drink soda every fucking day. Fuck you.
I had my own fridge in my room with nothing but soda.
Why couldn't you drink soda?
It was the thing about my parents. They had a rule. It's like no soda unless on holiday.
Were they like health freaks?
They were just like, yeah, don't eat.
They must have seen something that showed that it was really bad for you, probably. Yeah.
You turned out to be 6'4", though.
I'm 6'4" and I fucking drink Coke Zero every day, baby.
So what did you
They
guys
didn't have
have
zeros
for
back
junk
then.
food?
That'd be nice.
Chips and stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Cracker Jack.
We didn't really get into junk food. Like,
That's why he doesn't like sweets that much.
I don't like sweets. Yeah,
I love sweet.
I like salty shit. That's my jam. Like pretzels.
Beef jerky.
I, in general, actually follow this food pyramid, and it's been good for me. So I think people take into account their personal experiences, like Joe was saying, how it like actually worked on his skin. I'm like, dude, if that's your truth, more power to you.
Dude, junk food-y shit, like fast food stuff, would make me break out. So it's like never eating that shit.
The only thing I wish they would add to that is chips and salsa, but that's just me.
What the hell?
I agree. Chips and salsa.
I thought growing up, we were supposed to eat so much fucking bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true.
That was the food pyramid. The
That's the
grain
pyramid.
was,
So much bread.
It was the base layer.
and they would want so much fucking cereal. Cereal would be fine because you had to eat it with milk.
I thought you're supposed to eat bread, spaghetti, cereal, and rice every day.
And General Mills is jerking their dicks off to that.
And we're just drinking tall glasses of milk, downing them.
Because it's good for your bones.
It's nuts.
It's best for your bones. It's all like calcium.
And that's crazy considering like most Asian people are like lactose intolerant by like their normal.
But Asian people are also small, so we got to grow.
I also
Does it even make you grow though?
Dude, they found out that if you hella dairy consumption, they found people with osteoporosis because they're like saying like you get better bones when you drink dairy. And then fucking they found all these people that like when they did an autopsy and shit, they all died with osteoporosis and they had high consumption of dairy.
So good.
So dairy kills your bones?
Well, because in Asia, no one fucking takes dairy. They don't have osteoporosis.
Takes dairy is a hell of a
I
statement.
wonder what because the main thing is not the dairy, it's the vitamin D and calcium. I wonder what is the vitamin D calcium source for Asians then.
Well, vitamin D you naturally produce with the sun.
Yeah.
Calcium, fish.
Why are you laughing?
Because he says things so matter of factly and so good.
Calcium, fish.
Joe's like, if you jerk off in your hand and then you eat it, vitamin C.
Vitamin cum.